Seno!
Oh, we're doing that?
We are Team Mongolia! This is our team from last year, Mongolia, 2015. Hello, everybody. I think first of all, people don't be stressed out about who's on your mission team or anything, because I think that makes it so much better not knowing actually who's on it.
I think there's no, we shouldn't say oh, I'm so lucky because I have Rachel in my team, or I have Mark in my team.
Everyone was just so different. We got different vibes from each other, and we can clearly see that each and every one of us was kind of not the same or similar in many aspects, but each and every one brought a different flavor, a different flair to the team.
So 2 years ago when we had Korea conference, actually for the Sunday service, 동환 목사님 spoke, and he talked about team unity. So he said how if you have someone in your team that you have hard time loving, then praise the Lord, because that person is answered prayer. God put people who you have hard time loving because He wants to teach you how to love.
At missions being 3 weeks long and just living together, there's inevitably moments where we do still feel lonely, and I think there's times where it's I do feel lonely, or I get jealous of other people's relationship with other teammates, and I think, oh, I wish I had that with that teammate. But I had a white peach Fanta drink I really, really loved, and just throughout the mission trip, there's some here and there missions, my mission brothers and sisters would just buy me one for no reason. They weren't even my secret angel or anything, but just little things like that, even though it might not be I'm not best friends with them or anything, and I can't say I always talk with them, or we had I know them inside and out, but then I think little things like that really showed me that they do care.
This is something really serious that happened in Mongolia that I think we did not talk about to a lot of people, and I know I for sure didn't. Our apartment's on the third floor. Third floor? I think it was the third floor, and what happened was as I turned around to see the sister to come up with me, there was a man standing in front of us, and he had a cap on. I remember his face, very, very pale, but around his 20s. And I remember he said, do you live here? And then I think someone said no, we don't. But then he says, give me money or I'll kill you. And I remember he touched our sister, and I got so mad because I remember I think just in general, if a man does that, especially a stranger to someone that I know, I get very, very angry. And so I think that point I really hated the man being a Mongolian and just threatening us like that. And I think it was just a mixture of anger and just fear. It didn't hinder us from doing our work there. And I think that's what made me feel this is a team, a family. Because if our team was dysfunctional, then who would we turn to when we needed protection or when we needed guidance or reassurance or prayer? I don't think that would have been as effective and as powerful. But because all of us loved each other and all of us felt the same way towards a certain feeling towards what happened, I think it made it that much more beautiful for us to be all united as one family.
So I think sharing life story really, like I said before, really helped in getting to know one another. But I think the most important thing was Rachel was the first one to share, and she was very vulnerable and with her life story, and I think that really initiated a chain of vulnerability, I guess. So after Rachel, it was Taesan, and then so on. And I think each and every person that shared, it was just the deepness. Not deepness. I don't want to say deepness. The vulnerability really challenged people, to share more.
I think just as much as the person who starts the life story can initiate the vulnerability of the whole other, like each of the other members, I think the last person too can really finish it off in a very comforting way. And our last person was actually our staff, Jinaga's, but I love her because more than like a staff, she was sharing her struggles with us as a sister of Christ, and I think that really allowed us. I think throughout the whole trip, she wasn't like a staff who was like, oh, like I'm your authority figure, but she was such like a beautiful sister who like was just, you know, going through the same things that we were going through.
I think one thing I definitely learned was being intentional with each members of the team, and I think like instead of just waiting for someone to approach you and get to know you, really going out and asking them and, you know, getting to know them. Yeah, being intentional was really important and really good.
Yeah, honestly, you can complain about your teammates, but don't be frustrated and don't be stumbled by it, and you can still pray together, and that's why your team exists. So yeah, pray a lot.
Love is about putting others before yourself, so love your teammates, even if you think they don't love you back, because ultimately they love me a lot, but ultimately it's God's love, so love without expecting in return.
Joy. Jesus, others, you. Boom.
Go out of your comfort zone, be initiative, be observant of your teammates, and maybe find something that they like and talk about that. And yeah, love on each other, be blessed, and have a great mission. Is it really Seno? What if we totally got it wrong?
No, bye.
Bye.
Wait,
Wait, what?
Baila.
Baila.
Is it
Baila, la, la, la.
Baila?
Wait, what?
Baila. Thank you.
Bye, Steph. This team is so dysfunctional.